You observe these guidelines to help you in your online learning. May you have a wonderful school year.
Ayan, so good morning, class. Good morning. Hala.
Good morning po.
Ayan, so nakikita ko tayo. Ayan, so wait lang ha. Anuin ko lang yung attendance na. Morning.
Here are important guidelines to keep in mind as you embrace the challenges of online classes. 1. Set up a good working space. It is important that the place is quiet, clear, and free from distractions. 2. Make yourself look good online. Wear clothes the way you do when you go to school for in-person classes. 3. Have a respectful tone. When communicating with your teachers and classmates, observe a certain level of formality. Use respectful greetings and signatures like Good morning, Mr. Dow, Hi, Ms. Taylor, please, and thank you. 4. Be kind and be professional. Make it a point to be respectful in your comments even if you disagree with others. Conduct yourself in an online class with the same respect, politeness, and professionalism that you would exhibit in a real-life classroom. 5. Properly use.
Ayan, so okay na yung attendance. So i-drop ko lang yung attendance link natin sa baba. Okay, so again, good morning everyone. Ayan, welcome to our second to the last na ba to? Kasi nakita ko is nasa 10:11, tapos 12:30 na lang tayo later part. So tama yung plot natin ng lecture na at least we tackled the all core competency ng ating cookery NC2. Gerald, pasuyo ko ng pinto. Sara mo na mabuti ha. Okay, let me share my screen. So our topic natin today is core competency 10, prepare poultry and game dishes. Again, we recap our core competency natin. Number 1 is clean and maintain kitchen premises. Number 2 is prepare soup, stocks, and sauces. 3 is prepare appetizer. 4 is prepare sandwiches. 5 is prepare salad and salad dressing. 6 is prepare meats. Okay, prepare meats dishes. 8 is prepare vegetable dishes. And 8 is prepare tama 9 na. Okay, prepare starch, yung ating mga core competency natin, so sana makabisado natin yung mga core competency, even sa mga nakikinig sa ating recorded video natin, hopefully makabisado niyo rin yung mga core, kasi tatanong sa inyo ng ng test na once na nagkaroon tayo ng audit. Okay. So let's have the topic of prepare poultry and game dishes. Okay, here in our topic, we will know the different practices sanitary, especially in cross-contamination, and also preparations for the poultry or game. Pag sinabi nating poultry or game, those are animal that can be kayang palakihan sa farm. yung English na gusto kong sabihin, Okay, na pinapalaki o inaalagaan o hinahatch, sa farm natin. Okay, so example ng game na ginagamit natin, and these are the birds, the other birds, not just like the chicken, but other birds. Okay, birds na kinakain natin, which is later, ipakita ko sa inyo ano yung mga manok, na pwedeng kainin. Okay, food sanitation is more than just the cleanliness. It includes all practices involved in protecting food from risk of contamination, harmful bacteria, poisons, and foreign bodies, preventing any bacteria to multiply and to extend, which would result in an illness of consumers, and destroying any harmful bacteria in the food throughout the cooking and processing. So sanitation is food sanitation is prevention, no? Prevention siya. Sabi nga, di ba, prevention is better than cure. Prevention from harmful bacteria, prevention from poisons, preventions from foreign bodies, preventions of bacteria multiplication, bacterial multiplication. Okay, kaya that's why we need to sanitize the food. How do we simply sanitize the food? No, we wash by running water. And of course, we cook the food in the right temperature so that the bacteria will kill, no, in that temperature. Okay, we give kasi alam natin na ang chicken kasi is one of the best contaminants kasi ng pagkain natin. That's why we started the topic for the contamination, no? Kasi si chicken kasi mataas yung kanyang bacteria or virus content kagaya ng tawag nating salmonella, no? So, ang proper way talaga natin to prevent the salmonella is number one is do not expose the chicken on air, okay, for a long period of time so that no bacteria or microorganisms would multiply in their parts. The second is we maintain the cold temperature so that the bacteria will slowly multiply. No, kaya dapat cold temperature. Kaya di ba usually nakikita niyo sa supermarkets, no, ang mga chicken ay mga nakahiga, no, sa yelo kasi you need to maintain the cold temperature. Kasi kung hindi na maintain yung cold temperature with the chicken, ito yung napapansin niyo usually sa mga chicken na nabibili ninyo na merong parang saliva, no, o slime doon sa underneath ng kanyang skin. No, kapag ang isang chicken is merong slime underneath the skin, okay, it means that the chicken are already thawed from frozen factor nung nung kanyang storage, or probably matagal nang naka-expose ang chicken, okay, sa tubig at dinaray lang nila, okay, in the air. So yun yung purpose, yun yung result, no, kung bakit merong parang slime yung chicken, no. So how do we remove that? Of course, we remove that through washing our chickens, no. We need to remove those slime, okay, ng chicken natin. And then after that is we need to cook the chicken in the right temperature. So syempre ang right temperature natin is 220 degree Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius, so, no, or more than. Mas maganda kung more than. Okay, so that's how we kill, no, the bacteria that present in our chicken. The danger of foodborne illness is for individual is can cause a diseases, no, and it will affect your overall health. Okay, like for example, ano yung impact ng pagkakasakit ng isang tao dahil sa pagkain ng mga bulok na pagkain is number one is nagkakaroon ng loss of family income, increase the insurance, no? Hindi ka nabibigyan ng mas mababang insurance, mas mataas na yung babayaran mong insurance kasi nga alam na vulnerable ka sa mga viruses or bacteria na nasa paligid mo. Medical expenses, lagi ka mayroong maintenance, then cost of special dietary needs, no, medyo maselan ka na sa pagkain, dahil maselan ka na sa pagkain, medyo mataas yung gastos, no, na gagamitin mo or ng paggagastan mo. Okay, loss of productivity. Syempre dahil alam mo na nasakitin ka, bumabagal na yung pagkilos mo, no. Pagbagal ng pagkilos mo is bumabagal na rin yung mga opportunity para makita mo ang nasa paligid mo. And of course, it will close, no, to the death and funeral expense. Kaya ingatan niyo sarili niyo in terms of eating food, no? You make sure that the food you eat are safe so that you will not encounter those losses. Then we have here for the establishment naman, no, kapag nakapag-prepare ng lumang pagkain, no, number one is it will lose the customer. No, unti-unti nawawala yung customer mo kasi sabi nila ang dumi ng restaurant mo or ang ang baho ng restaurant mo, no? Hindi sanitized yung restaurant mo. So tendency, you will lose the customer, no? And of course, you will lose the prestige and reputation. Naku, huwag kayo kumain dyan sa pagkain niya kasi madumi pagkain dyan. So you lost customer and you lost the reputation of the restaurant. And of course, pwede kayong kasuhan, no, ng local department ng especially with the health if you do not follow the health standards ng ng sanitation ng pagkain like food handling, poor food handling and what you call this, nagkaroon no ng food poisoning yung mga customer na kumain sa iyo, no? Pwede kang kasuhan ng kasuhan. Okay, for that. And in increase insurance premium, okay, so hindi ka rin mabibigyan ng insurance, tataas yung insurance na babayaran mo. Okay, lowered your employee morale. Siyempre, whatever the establishment carry the reputation is also carry the employee's reputation. Then of course, it includes the employee turnover. Pag sinabi natin employee turnover, marami yung nag-resign at marami yung nag-a-apply and then mag-resign ulit. And then of course, embarrassment, no, nakakahiya, no, kapag ang establishment mo ay nakapag-offer ng hindi maganda or hindi malinis na pagkain. Okay, these are just a review, no? Review lang natin to, no? We have different types of food contaminations or contaminants. We have the biological contaminants, physical contaminants, and the chemical contaminant. The biological contaminants, these are contaminants that came from microorganisms. Okay, like bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites, and biological toxins, no? Example natin mga seafood toxins, mushroom toxins, Clostridium o Botulium. Ito po yung mga viruses na nakukuha sa mga dented tin cans, yung mga yupi-yuping mga canned food na food in can, no? Yan po yung tinatawag na Clostridium botulinum. Ayan po yung mga nakukuha sa mga pagkain na kumakain ng mga dented tin cans, no? Yung mga yupi-yuping mga lata. Kaya importante, no, pag pupunta kayo sa supermarket, bibili kayo ng mga canned goods, no? Iwasan yung pumili ng may yupi. Kasi pag may UP yan, napupunit yung zinc cover niya, no, sa lata at doon magi-start yung pag-spread ng toxins. Then we have here the salmonella, which is caused by the poultry or game, and we have here the bacteria. And then when we say naman physical contaminants, these are people, no, or items, okay, that can be found or contaminate the food, like hair, staple wire, dust, no, natin, okay, that found in the food. Plastics are also part, then sticks are also physical contaminants yan. Then we have here the chemical contaminants like toxin metals, pesticide, cleaning products, and sanitizers and preservatives that accidentally, no, pour in the food. Okay, next we proceed to our causes of foodborne illness, no, just a review. No, number 1 is cross-contamination. The second, time-temperature abuse. Pag sinabi natin time-temperature abuse, it happens in the raw and in the cooked food. Now, when we say raw food, no, time-temperature abuse, matagal naka-expose ang raw ingredients mo. Sample like fish, chickens, etc. Na matagal siya naka-expose, no? Okay? And then, lulutuin mo siya. Nung niluto mo, hindi mo nakuha yung tamang temperature to kill the bacteria, still magkakaroon magiging source pa rin siya ng foodborne illness or contaminants. Another temperature abuse after cooking the food is you expose the food for a long period of time. Temperature abuse yan. Na hindi ka man lang naglagay ng pantaklob, pantakip, no, or siniled mo ng cling wrap. So temperature abuse yan. Ibig sabihin, luto na yan, pinatagal mo lang yan, tapos saka mo lang siya isa-serve. So that's another temperature abuse. That's why in the fast food, no, na nai-encounter ninyo like McDo or Jollibee, okay, meron silang tinatawag na food display counter or food display counter. Dispatching counter, no, ang dispatching counter, it is the link, no, from the server to the kitchen. Doon nilalagay yung pagkain doon sa isang sa isang window na kung saan meron mainit na or merong thermal no temperature kasi yun yung process para ma-maintain yung warm ng pagkain at para ma-lesser yung pagdapo no ng bacteria or virus doon sa mismong pagkain na yan. So that's why it's important in any food establishment na meron silang dispatching counter. Ito yung meron silang thermal area na mainit yon to maintain the of course the warmness of the food. Syempre pag cold naman yung pagkain mo, huwag mong ilalagay doon kasi nga cold nga yan eh, no. No, ilalagay mo sa yung sa ilalim niya, yung ilalim niya is hindi naman siya mainit or on the side hindi naman siya mainit. Kasi syempre pag malamig yung cold dessert yan tapos ilagay mo sa dispatching counter no, matutunaw yung yung cold dessert mo no. So hindi rin siya pwede. Okay? So those are the example no ng time temperature abuse no. Kaya kapag sa mga cook food like example sa mga household no, kapag nagluto ka na kayo na for example, actually madalas yan no when our parents are cook breakfast no or kaya made breakfast lunch like yung brunch, usually na rin yung pagkain during the dinner no ng gabi. So ang gagawin nyo lang is all you have to do is to reheat the food with the same temperature that you cook the food. Okay? So yun lang yan para ma-prevent nyo yung yung ating contamination or yung para mamatay ulit yung bacteria. Okay, next is poor personal hygiene, no? Syempre, like for example, may sakit yung employee, no? May sneeze, may sipon, ayan, at punta doon sa pagkain. No, may laway, may saliva na napupunta sa pagkain. Yung may sugat yung may sugat yung employee na sugatan tapos nalagay sa pagkain. Okay? Like for example, nag-CR yung chef or kaya yung cook no, hindi naghugas ng kamay. Umihi, hindi naghugas ng kamay. Okay, let's say hindi naman umihi pero hinawakan kung ano-ano yung mga gamit doon sa ilalim ng kusina or kaya doon sa labas ng kusina tapos hindi na naghugas ng kamay. So, yan yung mga tinatawag na full personal hygiene, no? Siyempre kasama na doon yung hindi pagligo, yung personal hygiene, no? Yung hindi pagligo, hindi pagtututbrush at hindi rin yung paglalagay ng deodorant, no, na underarm o deodorant like that, no, mga ganon. So, and of course, yung mga hindi nagpapalit ng damit, no, poor personal hygiene. So, iiwasan natin yan sa kusina. Okay, isang suggestion ko lang, since dalawa naman tatlo naman yung uniform ninyo, yung isa, pagpasok nyo dito, no, magdadala kayo ng isang t-shirt. Okay? Siyempre, nakasuot kayo ng blue, no? Pangalawa, pagdating nyo dito sa kusina, pagdating nyo sa school, magpapalit kayo ng panibagong t-shirt. Okay, that t-shirt will be used inside the kitchen. No? And then, if you want to use that also when you go home, okay na yon. Basta every session natin, dalawang damit ang kailangan nyong dalhin. The first is yung suot ninyo. Pangalawa, yung gagamitin nyo sa loob ng kusina. Iisa-isahin ko kayong i-check, no, na about sa inyong PPE. So, pag-sabi ng PPE, no, physical protective equipment, like yung t-shirt, like yung hairnet, like yung apron, and of course, yung proper pants natin at yung shoes. No, kasama yan sa checking natin ng physical hygiene natin, no. Nakukuha ba? Hello? Hello? Narinig niyo ba ako?
Yes, sir.
Ayan. Salamat po sa sumagot.
Opo, sir.
Okay. So, yun lang naman yung yun lang naman, dapat maging aware tayo sa mga ganyan, no? Okay, next we proceed to the chicken. Ito, mayroong temperature dito. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. Okay, we have TDZ, no? TDZ is temperature danger zone. Ibig sabihin from 140 or 60 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius, that is the temperature danger zone. So all you have to do is to cook the food above, no, 140 degree Fahrenheit or more than 60 degrees Celsius, so that okay, you will kill the bacteria that present in the food. Like for example, you need to cook the beef, pork, lamb, veal, roast, steaks, and chops for about 145 degree Fahrenheit or 63 degrees Celsius. For the egg dishes, you need to cook for it for about 160 degree Fahrenheit or 71 degrees Celsius. For poultry, or stuffing or casseroles, ito yung mga pag sabing casseroles, no? Ito yung mga stews, no? Ang tinutukoy natin. And you need to cook for about 165 degree Fahrenheit or 74 degrees Celsius above. No? So yan yung mga natin, mga ano lang yan, mga basics, no, na mga temperature na dapat alam natin, okay, para ma-prevent natin yung or para mamatay natin yung bacteria. Okay? Next. Okay, yung fingernails din ha, kailangan dapat ano ha, walang cutics. No, walang cutics at walang mahaba ang kuko. Am I clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear? Walang may cutics at saka walang mahabang kuko. Yes, sir daw. Ayan, nag-chat na. Okay, next we go tayo with the quality criteria for poultry and game. Okay, purchasing of poultry and game. Okay, pag sinabi natin game, these are kind of birds. Okay, aside from chicken. Poultry consumption in the Philippines has increased remarkably in the last decade. This is an evident in the popularity of chicken dishes in restaurants all over the country. Kasi number one, mura ang manok. Yun yung reason dati, no, kung bakit maraming tao ang nagse-select from pork or beef into chicken kasi nga they have the same amount of protein, at the same time they have a low in cost. No, low cost yung kanyang pero ngayon no, halos nagdidikita na yung presyo ng manok sa baboy at baka, no. O experience na bumili ako ng manok to 20, no. So ang baka nasa 360, then 400 pa rin, 420, tapos yung baboy nasa 360. Tapos nasa 220. So medyo malapit na rin yung yung karne ng manok. Eh siyempre pag bumili kayo ng mga process na ng mga pagkain like mga luto ng manok, nagkakalaga na yun ng 300, 380, no? Tapos bumili ka pa sa mamahaling restaurant ng manok, nagkakahalagang ang isang buong manok nagkakahalaga ng 400. So para ka nang bumili ng isang kilong baka, no, na pwede mong kainin buong maghapon. So that's how pricey it is, no. Okay, poultry refers to any several kinds of whole, not fowl, okay, that are used in the food. In the term includes the chicken, turkey, duck, pigeon, and quail. These are usually domesticated, raised. Ayun yung term, domesticated, raised, no? Ito yung mga inaalagaan, no, locally. Mainly for meat or eggs. Birds such as smites and hunted for food or games naman. Ayan, doon yung mga games natin. Okay, classifications of poultry and games. Poultry includes all domestic birds suitable for food except for pigeon and squab. No, hindi natin kinakain yung kalapate at yung squab. Ano siya, medyo malaki sa kalapate. Yun yung squab. Okay, hindi natin sila kinakain. Okay. Okay, example ng poultry natin, chicken, fowl, turkey, duck, goose, and etc. Game includes such as birds and animals suitable for food as purchased, as taken and killed in the forest. No, these are games. Games are birds in the forest. Okay, they are not domesticated. They are migrated. No, nagmamigrate yung mga birds na yan. So example ng mga games natin like yung quail, okay, partridge, wild duck, plover, deer, etc. Okay? So next natin is the flesh of the chicken, fowl, turkey is as much shorter fiber, not fibre, fiber yan, than a Ruminating animals. Ano yun? Bakit may ano? Okay, chicken, fowl, turkey are nutritious and chicken is especially easy of digestion. Okay? Yung iba kasing manok, matitigas talaga, yung hindi basta-basta may digest, no? Okay, the legs on account and constant motion are the most coarser fiber and darker color. So yung mga chicken daw na masyadong maraming motion, okay, like yung lakad ng lakad, yung nag-travel o kaya yung kinikerry niya yung buong weight ng kanyang katawan, are coarser fiber, sabihin mas makakapal, no? Mas malalaki yung muscle fiber. Siyempre, the bigger the muscle fiber, no, the harder or the tougher, no, ang kanyang flesh. Okay? So we will now proceed to the usage of different poultry or game natin. Okay, number one, we have the chicken. Ang ginagamit natin sa chicken is the meats, okay, and the eggs. Okay, kinukonsume natin sa duck, no, yung kanyang meat, eggs, and meat and eggs. Even the feather. Feather hindi natin kinakain, no, pero ginagamit natin sa mga gamit, no, na pwede natin gamitin. Sa turkey, ang kinakain lang natin is the meat. Sa goose, ang kinakain lang natin is the meat. Yung feather, syempre hindi natin kinakain yan. Ginagamit natin yan sa mga gamit, then yung eggs. Sa quail, we can eat the meat and the eggs. No? Sa pigeon, we can eat the meat. Sa guinea fowl, we can eat the meat. Sa wild duck, we can eat the meat and we design the feather. Sa pheasant, we can eat the meat. Okay? So yun yung mga iba't ibang mga poultry na pwede natin kainin at pwede natin gamitin yung parte ng kanyang katawan. Next, we have here the chicken and other poultry may be divided into different classes, which are essentially for the same physical characteristic associated with the age, okay, gender, yung live weight or the breed. Okay, we have number one, the broiler or the fryer. Ito yung tinatawag nating 40 days chick. No? Pag tinawag natin mga 40 days chick. Okay, yan yun. Yung nakikita nyo yung broiler or fryer. Okay, next we have here the rooster. Actually, mali yung picture. Hindi yan rooster. Hens yan, hens. Na mali yung picture. Sorry na mali yung picture. So, syempre yung rooster, yung mga panabong, no? Yung mga tandang na tinatawag natin. Then we have here the kapon. Ayan, baliktad yung picture. Baliktad yung picture. Ayan. So, ito naman yung mga wild, no, mga domesticated na chicken natin na pwede natin pag-alagala, hayaan mo sila magkalkal, isang kahit isang tuka, yan mga yan. Then we have here the stag. Ito naman yung mga malalaking manok na hindi normal do sa laki. Ay, di ko alam kung nakakita na kayo ng ganong malalaking manok sa probinsya, marami ang ganyan eh. Yung halos yung isang manok ay bumibigat ng 5 kilo, yung hindi na sila makalakad, yung ganyan. So that is what you call the stag. Okay, yung mga malalaking manok. Yan yung madalas na ginagamit sa mga murang manok, no? Kasi alam nila yung manok na ganyan, matagal kasing lutuin. Eh, syempre, yung flesh niya, dahil matagal lutuin, mas madali siya, mas mura siyang ibenta, no? Yan yung usually pinang-alternative nila doon sa mga manok na mura. Yeah. Then, sa atin lang yun, no? Next, we have here the hen or the stewing chicken. Pag sinabi nating stewing kitchen, it's good for kaldereta, mechado, yan yung mga stewy, no? Yung medyo matatagal yung pagkakaluto, no? Next, we have here the cock or rooster. Then we have here the jumbo broiler. Are the same with the stag. Kaya lang, ang kulay nito is kulay puti. No? Kulay puti. Then we have here the other poultry na pwede nating kainin. We have here the Peking duck, which is originated from China. Okay, yung mga Peking duck, yung mga itik ba? Itik. Yeah, itik. Then we have here the duck, no, yung bibe. Bibe. Bibe at itik, parehas lang naman. Hindi. Pag sinabi natin itik, mali pala. Ang itik is kulay, ganyan yung kulay niya. Ang bibe, yung puti. No, yung puti yung kanyang feather. Okay, then we have here the squab are the same with the size of quail. No, yan yung squab. Then we have here, ayun, yung mga iba't ibang mga natin, mga poultry pa natin. Okay, so selecting a good quality poultry or game is number 1 is select a young chicken. That's fine and soft feet. Okay, the bone and the tip of the breast is soft in younger chicken. Small feathers indicate the chicken is young. 2, the whole poultry. Pag bumibili kayo ng isang buong manok, no? Ito yung kailangan yung alamin, no? These are slaughtered birds that have been bled. Okay, and defeathered. Okay, bled, tinanggalan yung dugo, at tinanggal yung kanyang feather. Okay, their head and feet and viscera are still intact. Pag sinabing viscera, these are the internal organs like liver, heart, intestine, and etc. They are clean and well washed. They are moderate in fat coverings and they are free from pin, feathers, and to show no cuts and scars or missing skins. No? Kapag bumibili kayo ng buong manok na tanggal lang yung kanyang balahibo at kitanggal yung kanyang dugo. But still yung kanyang viscera are still intact inside. We have here the dressed poultry o yung tinatawag nating dressed chicken. When we say dressed chicken, no, the skin is smooth and yellow in color. The breast is plump. Okay, thighs are well developed and no objectionable odor. And the heavy and the skin is not watery. Okay, another identification, no, kung ba't tinatawag siyang dress is number 1, wala na yung kanyang ulo, no? Wala na yung ulo, wala na rin yung kanyang intestine. Not intestine, internal organs ang tawag pala. Internal organs, wala yung internal organs. At wala na yung mismong galamay ng paa niya, yung mismong binte ng manok, wala na. Okay, yun na. Ito yung madalas na nakikita natin sa supermarket or palengke. Ang tawag doon is dressed chicken. Okay, next. We have here the ready to cook o yung mga fabricated parts ng manok. Okay, yung like fabricated like chicken wings, chicken thigh, chicken breast, no? Even yung mga intestine na binebenta, yung chicken gizzard, chicken liver, chicken lollipop are being fabricated na in the market. Okay? So ito yung mga iba't ibang parts ng manok. We have here the neck. And I will use the annotate, no? We have here the neck. Okay, the right wing and the left wing. The right vest and the left breast. And the, basahin na yun. And yung thigh. And yung kanyang breast, no? Ay, yung kanyang backbone. Okay, and the backbone butt. And we have here the chicken thigh, no? Ay yung kanyang ano ba tawag dito? Binte, hita, balakang. Ayan yung balakang. So yan yung iba't ibang mga parts ng chicken which is we buy, no? Pag bumibili kayo ng mga pritong manok sa tabi-tabi, yan yung mga parts na usually nakakain ninyo or nabibili ninyo, no? So yan yun. Okay, so next natin is we have here the chicken neck, heart, gizzard, and liver. Yan yung mga pwede pang kainin sa manok. Okay, what are the main nutritional benefits of the meat? Okay, of this meat like poultry because this meat has low fat meat, no? Wala siyang masyadong taba, no? Especially when you are aiming for the breast. Ay, hindi pa ako nakakapag-open ng assignment sa NIO. Bigay ko mamaya, Jeffrey, ha? May tanong kasi sa chat box. Sir, wala daw po bang assignment? Meron. Mag-open ako mamaya ng NIO ninyo, ha? Antayin nyo lang. Tapusin lang natin lahat ng lecture para hindi kayo nai-stress. Kasi kapag ginawa ko kasi, nag-discuss ako, tapos mamaya in-open ko na, nai-stress kayo kasi patong-patong na yung susunod. No? Mamaya, i-open ko siya lahat. Since patapos naman na tayo ng ating discussion. Okay, because it approximately it has only 2% of fat. Rich in protein. Pasan din po ng attendance. Ayan po. Ayan. And vitamins and minerals. And nutritional value of chicken. Chicken has a caloric value of 145 calories per edible portion of 100 grams with skin. No? As a broken down the Spanish Nutrition Foundation or Carne, in its nutritional guide of meat, 100 grams of chicken is about 70% is water and 99.7% are lipids, which is the fats, and 20% of it are the protein. Oh, di ba? May mga di ganung discussion pa tayo, no? Okay, properties of chicken breast. Kasi ito yung madalas na kinakain natin, especially sa cordon bleu, ganyan. Sir, wala pa po, di pa po ako nakakapasok sa neon elements. Try nyo lang po, ano yan, first name, surname, surname, and then first name, tama di ba? First name, last name, and first name, no, space, small letter, and then same with your password, no? Okay, in the chicken meat, the nutritional properties of the breast are among the most valued, no? Because it has the more rich in protein, at the same time, less in fat. It is one of the leanest areas that it provides low fat concentration. It has approximately 2%, and much value of the chicken breast is also given by the high protein content. Kagaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, we weighing about 21.8 grams per piece of 100 grams. Ganun ka-valuable yung chicken breast, no? Okay, mga market forms or fabricated. Okay, na nabibili natin yung manok. Number one, we bought the chicken alive, no? We can purchase chicken alive. Second one is the whole poultry, which is tinanggal lang yung kanyang feather at tinanggal yung kanyang dugo. We can also purchase dressed chicken and also a fabricated or ready to cook chicken. Different cuts of poultry. We have here the whole chicken, half. Pag sinabing half chicken, yung half. Kasi talagang hiniwa mo siya into their backbone. Okay, we have here the quarters. Pag sinabing quarters, we divide the breast and the wings for one part, the breast and the wings for another part, and the two chicken thigh for another two parts. That's why we have the quarter, no, of the chicken. Then we have here the split breast. Ibig sabihin, yung breast lang kinuha mo, tinanggal mo yung dalawa. Then split breast without back. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi yung breast without back, tinanggal nyo na siya doon sa kanyang backbone. Boneless, skinless breast. Ayan, nabibili din sa supermarket. Especially when we are making cordon bleu. Okay, ito tuturo ko sa inyo ito paano i-cut into 8 pieces ang chicken. Whole chicken wing drummet. Pag sinabing wing drummet, tinanggal mo yung ito. Ito yung tinanggal mo sa ito. Okay? Pinag-separate mo tong dalawang to. That's why you get the chicken drummet. Like a drums. Chicken drums. Then we have here the midsection of wing tip. Usually yung mga chicken wings na nabibili nyo din yung mga nabibili nyo mga anli, pinaghihiwala yung yung midsection at saka yung wing tip para sinabihin na 4 na piraso pero in the reality 2 piraso lang talaga yung manok. Di ba? Ganyan yung mga anli wings na ganyan, masyado yan eh. Pinaghihiwalay nila yung drummet, pinaghihiwalay nila yung mid-wing at saka yung mid-wing section ng chicken. Tama ba? Agree ba kayo doon? Lalo yung Army Navy na yan, masyado yan. Saka yung mga yung binebentahan nyo, yung binibilan nyo ng mga ayoko manira. Ayoko manira ng resto. Pero ganun sila kawais, no? Pinag-iiwalay nila yung chicken wings. Yung mid-wing with tip at saka mid-wing at saka yung drummets, pinag-iiwalay nila. Ba't hindi kayo nag-a-agree? Ba't ayaw nyo mag-agree? Oy, may kausap pa ba ako dito?
Meron, sir.
Ayan. So next we have here the whole chicken leg. Ayan. So nabibili natin yung supermarket and the boneless chicken leg. When we say boneless chicken leg, dinebone natin. Tuturuan ko rin kayo paano mag-debone ng chicken. Ayan. Pero hindi buo hindi buong manok yung mga parts lang de-debone natin. Next is the chicken thigh. Ayan. Then we have here the boneless chicken thigh. Okay, drumstick. Of course. Pero hindi natin binoboneless ang drumstick kasi wala na tayong makukuha dyan. No? Magwawatak-watak yan kapag binoneless natin ang drumstick. Then we have here the giblets. Giblets includes the chicken liver, the heart, the gizzard, and the neck. Yan tinatawag nating mga giblets. No? Sir, sorry po late. May attendance na po ba? Yes, ito po. Ayan. So, yun lang naman. And ano pa ba? Turuan ko na lang kayo. Yun na lang. Mag-actual na lang tayo. Sa actual, masarap pa kayo matutunan, no? Marami pa kayo matutunan during the actual. Okay, plating of food, chicken. Okay, plating is the act of arranging the meal on the individual plate immediately before it's served. Presentation should look natural, no? Huwag naman masyadong unnatural na. Pag sabi unnatural, ibig sabihin out of this world yung plating. It should feel as though everything is in one plate and it's meant to be exactly where it is. Try to strike a balance between the having enough food and plate to convey hospitality without overcrowding the plate and potentially offending your guest. No? Huwag naman kayo mag-plating na kulang yung weight. Huwag naman din kayo mag-plating na sobra yung weight. Huwag mag-plating ng imbalance, dapat balance, nandun yung nutritive value, yung colors, at yung components niya, no? Ano yung components? Basic components of food, of plate, proteins, starch, and side dish. Dapat meron pa rin yung component. No, decorate a plate. No, yan, that's how you sample and decorate ng plate natin, no? Okay, mix shapes and colors and texture. No, dapat meron tayong mix and match of colors and textures. Like, hindi dapat, for example, kung ang chicken is color brown. So, dapat yung mga side dish mo at yung starch mo, dapat hindi rin kulay brown. Dapat meron kang green, may red, no, may yellow to elevate, no, the color of your chicken. So ito yung mga pwede natin gamitan, no? Like we have here the thyme, the peaches, we have here the mushrooms, the dried orange, lime, pomelo orange, which is the red orange, the kiwi, the beans, and bell pepper, rosemary, no, na pwede natin gamitin. Blueberry, yan, cucumber, orange, figs, okay, parsley, bay leaves, strawberries, basils. Yan yung pwede natin mga gamitan, no, for our chicken. Yeah, yun lang naman. Ulit-ulit na siya. Oh. Okay, next we will now proceed to next topic natin is the seafood. Medyo matagal tong seafood, ha? Okay, kasi isa-isahin din natin tong ano. Kaya pa ba?
Kaya pa po.
Ano lang tayo? 5 minutes water break, ha? Wait lang, mag-water break lang. Five minutes lang, 5 minutes.
Quality education need not be expensive. GIST is founded from a heart that is proper. As I always remind and emphasize to our students, never should they forget the values instilled in them such as respect, hard work, dependability, dedication, creativity, and productivity. These are the individuals GIST would like to produce.
Gateway's Institute of Science and Technology provides an effective way for the students to learn. First is lecture method, an effective way of imparting knowledge or new information to students. Second is action learning. It is an approach to solve real-life problems. Third, teaching a skill performed through demonstrations by the teacher, followed by practice by the students. E-learning system is used through digital resources powered by NeoLMS, and model distance learning features individualized instruction that allows students to use self-learning module in printed copy.
Ang ating curriculum ay aligned sa industry requirements. Marami tayong industry partners where we send our students for their on-the-job training. Through their industry exposure, help our students to enhance their productivity and responsibility, plus increase their chances of career mobility and employability.
Mahal ko po ang GIST dahil po ito yung nagsisilbing pangalawang tahanan ko. Napili ko po ang course na ITS dahil na rin po sa hilig ko sa teknolohiya. At ang GIST po ay makakatulong sa akin upang maging globally competitive worker. Dahil na rin po sa mga butihing guro ng GIST na nagsusumikap at tumutulong upang mabigyan kami ng magandang edukasyon.
Strand in GIST equips me with knowledge to achieve my goal in life.
We keep our students active and alert in both curricular and non-curricular activities. We have annual inter-branch sport fest and skill Olympics. Test the skills competition, GIST top model, blood donation, gift giving, and many more.
The legacy of GIST remains, and that is competitiveness coupled with positive values. I believe that the realization of GIST's mission and vision will only be realized. Truly, an institution destined to empower the poor, be of help, and serve at all times as part of its social responsibility. And most importantly, never cease to believe, dream, and persevere in the hope for success.
Ayan, so nakapag-break na ba ang lahat? Ayan, so let me share my screen again for our next topic natin. So yun yung GIST marketing video namin na ginagamit, which is during the pandemic, no, doon namin siya pine-prepare. I mean, basta doon namin siya inihanda, no, during pandemic, no. Those are my students. Lahat yon ang galing sa akin. Lahat na nakita niyo mga estudyante nandoon, those are my students under me, no, na persevere, no, before the pandemic. Sila yung mga nakasama ko at nag-demo. So nakita niyo dun yung iba't ibang mga facility ng school na which is you will see, no, once na pumunta na kayo sa school at maikot namin kayo. Actually, ibang yung atang classmate na ikot ko ata dito. Hindi ko lang sure. Anyway, so we will now proceed to our prepare seafood. Now, pag we say seafood, no, these are animals that's found in the sea. Okay? So it includes the shellfish and the crustaceans. Tama ba? Mali. It includes the crustaceans and molluscans. No, ito yung pag sinabi natin mollusks, these are soft flesh, no, mga soft flesh seafood, okay? And pag sabi natin crustaceans is meron siyang crust or meron siyang shells, no? At other way around is we have here the fish. Okay, understanding the fish and shellfish to know different trends in preparation of the seafood. Okay. Okay, fish or the fresh fish, okay, is along in the sea coast and lesser extent around the lakes and rivers. No? Today daw kasi, dahil sa modern refrigeration and freezing technology, yung kahit yung mga isda na galing sa kaibuturan ng karagatan ay na-maintain yung quality at na-serve sa mga tao. No? Okay, for a cook, the difficulties of understanding the fish and shellfish are in way of the serve of those of the meat, no? Ma-define mo daw siya, okay, yung pagkakaiba ng fish at shellfish sa kanyang mga meats. No? In the fish, products are divided into two categories. Meron kayong fin fish, which is the fins and that has fins and internal skeletons, and the shellfish. So let us start. Pag sinabi natin shellfish, that has a external shells but no internal bone structure. Yun yung pagkakaibang dalawang fish, no? Isang finfish at saka shellfish. Ang pagkakaiba nun, ang finfish is meron siyang internal skeletons and the fins. Pag sinabing fins, ito yung palikpik, no? And ang shellfish naman, this has an external shells with no internal bone structure. Kagaya ng sample natin dyan. Okay? Shellfish are distinguished from finfish by their hard outer shells and their lack of backbone or internal skeleton. These are two classifications of shellfish. Number one is we have the mollusks and we have here the crustaceans. Ayan, sabi ko sa inyo kanina. Mollusks are soft sea animals that fall into three categories. We have the bivalves, univalves, and the cephalopods, the cephalopods, no? Pag sinabi natin bivalves, these are mollusks that has two shell. Ayan, may dalawang shell. Kaya tatawag siyang bivalves, no? Kagaya ng clams, no? Oysters. Yan, yung mga tinatawag natin mga bivalves, yung may dalawang shells. Pag sinabi naman univalves, these have a single shell. Like yung, suso, no? Yung, example niyan, yung univalves, suso. Okay? And then yung cephalopods, ito naman yung mga octopus, squid, and cuttlefish. No, as you can see in the different geography video, no? Nakikita niyo pagkakaiba ng octopus, squid, and cuttlefish. Siyempre, ang octopus is bigger. Yan yung pinakamalaki, no, na usually nag-i-stay lang siya under the undersea, no? Yung pinakamalalim na karagatan, doon siya nag-i-stay ang octopus na yan because these are cephalopods that has a thicker flesh, no, na hindi kayang i-press in ng pressure, no? And we have the squid, which is commonly seen in the market, no? Yung mga pusit, no? Makikita niyo diyan, mga iba't ibang pusit like yung lumot, yung puti, no, yung pangkalamares, mga ganyan na mga squid. Then we have here the cuttlefish, no? Cuttlefish, bihira din to kasi medyo malalaki din tong cuttlefish na to. Okay, so you can see in the nakikita niyo sa geography, National Geographic, no, mga cuttlefish na nagde-design ng ibang kulay, mga ganyan. Sir, yung takoyaki po yun. Yes, yung sa squid. Yung squid. Squid yun. Yung octopus kasi malalaki. Pero meron din maliliit na octopus, depende. No? Depende. Kasi syempre, kapag mas octopus ang gamit sa takoyaki, mas mahal yung takoyaki. Pag maliliit na takoyaki, at mura lang yung takoyaki na yan, at merong sinabing squid, meron sinabing octopus yan, ko'y maniwala, squid lang meron yan. O kaya cuttlefish ang gamit niyan. And we have here the crustaceans. These are animals segmented with the shell and joint legs like crab, lobsters, ano pa ba? Crab, lobsters. Basta yun, yung mga klase na yung crustaceans na yan. Okay, let's go tayo. Bago tayo pumunta sa ating mga shellfish, na pumunta tayo sa ating mga fish composition and structures. Okay, edible fish, okay, as like the meat of poultry and like a meat and a poultry. It consists of water, protein, fats, and small amount of minerals, vitamins, and other substances. However, or perhaps more important than the similarities, fish has a very little connective tissue compared with the poultry and the meats. That's why we need to cook the seafood or the fish in a short period of time. No? Kasi nga hindi naman siya ganun ka-tough, no, yung ganyang muscle fiber kasi nga wala nga siya masyadong connective tissue. Okay, fish cook very quickly. Even the low heat just enough heat to coagulate the proteins. Pag sabi coagulate, mabuo, no, yung kanyang proteins. Fish is naturally tender. No, hindi mo na kailangan palambutin pa yan kasi malambot na talaga yan. Toughness is result, okay, for not connective tissue but toughening of the protein by heating heat. Kung bakit medyo nagiging matigas siya yung isda, not because they are tough by its own nature. No, it's because of the protein that is causing the tightening of protein causing by the heat temperature. Okay, moist heat cooking methods are used not to create tenderness but to preserve the moisture and provide variety. No, yung mga nag-steam, masarap yung steam fish yan. Sino dito marunong mag-steam ng tilapia? Nag-i-steam ng tilapia. Ayan. Nag-i-steam ng tilapia, nag-i-steam ng bangus. Ayan. They are not used to create tenderness kasi tender naman siya by its own nature, but to preserve the moisture and provide a variety. Okay? Cooked fish must be handled very carefully or it will fall apart. Fish anatomy, click here. Okay, click natin yung fish anatomy. Bakit hindi ko maklik? I-click natin ha. Mali yung mali yung link. Nawala yung underscore. Ayan. Share ko lang yung screen. Yeah, let's proceed to the fish anatomy. Okay, importante din na dapat alam din natin yung mga parts ng fish. Paano mo ito lalakihan? Yeah, this one. Okay, fish anatomy, study from morphology of the fish. Okay, we have here 10 parts. No, for a fish that has fins. Okay, so we have here the external anatomy of bony fish. Pag sabing bony fish, these are fish that has so many bones, no? Okay, we have here number 1, the upper column. The upper column, which is the gill cover, kung saan nakatago yung hasang, ang tawag dyan is upper column. Okay, the second one is the lateral line, yung mga nakikita nyo like yung maya-mayang isda, or kaya dalagang bukid na may guhit yung dito. Ang tawag dyan is the lateral line. Okay, we have here the dorsal fin. Okay, yung palikpik doon sa likod, no? That's what you call a dorsal fin. And followed by the adipose fin. Ito yung may maliit lang na fin after the dorsal fin. Okay, but I'm not saying all the fish meron ganito. Merong ilang fish na walang ganito. Then we have here the caudal peduncle. Okay, we have here yung kanyang papuntang buntot, no? Then we have here the caudal fin. May tumatawag. Wait lang po. Hello, Ma'am Sha. Ayan, kasi pag may assessment kasi tayo, class. Ako din kasi nakikipag-coordinate dun sa assessment center kasi natin mag-assessment. Okay, so next we have here the anal fin, which is the fin near at their anals. Then we have here the photophores, yung kanyang mga bilog-bilog, no? Yung sa tilapia, meron niyang photophores din yan. Then we have here the pelvic fins, yung kanyang galamay, no? And we have here the pectoral fins. Ayan, yung nasa harapan. So those are the simplest anatomy of the fish. And next we proceed to let's continue, no? Different market forms of fish. Okay, ito yung mga iba't ibang mga market forms na nakita natin sa palengke. Okay, the first one is the whole fish. We bought the fish as whole. Nandun pa yung kanyang viscera, nandun pa yung kanyang yung hasang, and nandun pa lahat ng fins. Now we bought that in the market. The second was drawn fish. When we say drawn fish, tinanggal lang natin yung kanyang viscera. Okay, yung kanyang guts, okay, are still intact, no? Viscera or guts are removed, but the head and fins or scales are still intact. Tinanggal lang yung kanyang hasang. So that is what you call drawn fish or nalunod na isda. Drawn fish po yan. Ang tawag doon. And we have here the H and G. H and G is the headed and gutted. Pag sinabi natin headed and gutted, tinanggal na yung hasang, tinanggal din yung ulo, tinanggal yung mga fins, tinanggal din yung buntot. So nakuha mo lang yung laman, no? Pero still nandun pa rin yung kanyang backbone, no? Sabi dito, the head and the viscera guts are removed, but the scales and the fins are still intact. Dressed fish, okay? Dressed fish means that the viscera, gills, scales, fins are removed. The head may be or may not be removed, also known as the pan dressed. These fish are usually appropriate for single serving. No, ito yung madalas na binibili natin sa palengke, no, pag bibili tayo ng bangus, ng tilapia, usually dressed fish ang pinapagawa natin. No, how this dressed fish happen? Pag tinanggal mo na yung palikpik, yung hasang, yung kanyang internal organs, yung kanyang kaliskes. Okay? So yun yun. Tinatawag natin siyang dressed fish. Then we have here the steak. Madalas to sa mga tambakol at saka sa mga tulingan, no? Yung dressed fish na to. Itong mga steak na to, no? Para siyang round cut. It's a portion size cross sections cut from the dressed fish. Portion cuts from the fillet of large fish such as tuna or swordfish are also commonly called the steaks. Ito yung nakikita nyo ditong picture dito sa baba. Ito. Ayan, these are steak, no? Steak yan, tawag dyan. Okay, next, we have here the fillet. Now, when you say fillet, tinanggal mo lang yung kalahati ng isda, no? Then we have here the tranche. Okay, tranche is a portion slice of fillet that is cut in 45 degree. Okay, ito usually pag-cut ninyo sa fillet, di ba? Yung iba, ang cut kasi ng steak is pa-diagonal. And kapag kinuha mo lang yung kalahati ng diagonal na yon, so that is what you call the tranche. And we have here the pave, a portion size of square, cut from fillet. In square cut mo daw yung isda, ang tawag doon is pave. Okay, yon. Okay, so we have here the different, so yun yung iba't ibang mga market forms ng isda natin, no? Nabibili natin siya ng buo, natanggal lang yung kanyang viscera, tanggal lang yung kanyang palikpik, pwede mo siyang steak, at pwede mo siyang bilhin ng fillet. Okay, next is we have here the different origin of fish. Okay, yung mga iba't ibang mga origin ng fish. Meron tayong round fish at flat fish. Okay, flat fish, this characterized by one pigment and the one is non-pigment side. Pag sinabi natin The one is pigment, the other pigment side is not. Okay, ito yung kulay, yung isang side is may kulay, yung isang side walang kulay. No? Kasi nga mga flatfish nga ang tawag siyaan. Okay, we have here the gray sole or witch plunder. We have here the Dover sole and the lemon sole. So, syempre, ang gray is kulay gray, ang Dover is, as you can see in the picture, and the lemon is yellow, orange, or orange in color. Then we have here the left eye. Okay, mga left eye fish, mga flatfish din yan, kagaya ng halibut and turbot. Ayan. So you can see in the picture. Then we have here the low activity round fish. Pag sabing low activity, no, these are characterized round fish includes the following: eyes, both sides or head, swim in upright position, firm gill plate, and low, medium, and high or high activity. No? So yan yung mga isdang yan. So example natin yung cod. No, we have here the saltwater fish provides a whitey fillet with a good shelf life, thick white flesh, wild flavor, raw cheeks and chins, and are delicacies of some cultures. No, we have here the wolf fish. Okay, it's saltwater fish from North Atlantic. And we have here the medium activity round fish. We have here the black sea bass. Okay, which is somehow local sea bass natin din to. Okay, we have here the saltwater fish from New Zealand and to Florida, with average for about 1 to 3 pounds or 1.5 kilo. And we have the red snapper, which is the maya-maya na meron tayo dito sa ano. And we have here the iba't ibang mga fish na available lang nasa market. Pero marami pa yan, mas marami pa yung available sa market compared dun sa mga sinasabi ko ngayon. Okay, next we go tayo with the shellfish, no? Okay, so shellfish natin, we have here the crustaceans. Those are the crabs and shrimp. Now, crustaceans which include the crabs, lobster, shrimp, crawfish, ayon, yung crawfish, and barnacles are periodically shed and regrow their shells as part of their process called the molting. Because molting diminish the flavor, the texture of the flesh of the because of molting diminishes the flavor and texture of the flesh. While crustaceans are typically available seasonally, after the new shells harden, cooking crustaceans in their shells enhances the sweet flavor of the meat. You can also remove the crustacean shells before cooking and boil the shells separately to make the flavorful stock. Ayan, so yun yung mga suggestions niya, no? So we have here the bivalves, we have the oysters and clams. As you can see in the picture, yung halaan, tulya, tahong, talaba, yan yung mga tinatawag natin mga bivalves, no? Ang next one natin is yung gastropods. We have here the abalone and snails. Yan yung mga univalves na tinatawag natin, the abalone and the snails. And we have here the cephalopods like squids and octopus, as you can see in the picture. Ito marami ito eh, gumawa nito eh. This one. Okay, varieties and characteristics of fish and shellfish. Medyo marami siya ha. Okay, saltwater fish, no? Flatfish are all popular in commercial kitchens. Flatfish are lean, white flesh and a mild, delicate flavor, and they are all very flat, oval shape, and both eyes are on the side of the head. So actually, dalawa na naman klaseng fish ang meron tayo dito sa Pilipinas. No? Meron tayong saltwater fish at meron tayong yung tinatawag nating isdang kabila. Yung isda na tatatagpuan sa ilog at saka sa Lawa, Laguna Lake, no? Yan. O kaya Batangas. Diba? Sa Laguna Lake o Batangas. Yan yung mga isdang yan. Yung fina-farm nila dyan. So, yun yung mga isdang tabang, no? Na binibili natin sa market. Ano yung example ng isdang tabang? Kapag nakita kayo ng tilapia sa palengke at buhay yung tilapia, malamang yung yung tilapia na yon ay tabang. Okay, kasi nabubuhay siya sa fresh water. Another natin na isdang tabang is yung dalag, hito. Ayan, yan yung mga yan. Mga ano yan, mga isdang tabang yan. Ano yun? Ayan. There are significant difference in the flavor between the freshwater fish and the saltwater fish. Because saltwater fishes might, as be expected, have more salt in their flesh. The following survey of fish varieties divided into these two basic categories. However, some fish may be spend a part of their lives in the ocean and part in the freshwater. Like for example, salmon. Salmon can live in both freshwater and the saltwater. They leaves their ocean and migrates but up the rivers to lay eggs. Merong ganyan eh, merong film na ganyan sa sa National Geographic na nagmamigrate sila, yung mga salmon nagmamigrate pero babalik sila doon sa ilog, okay, kung saan doon sila mag-lay ng eggs. Then aano rin ng ilog papunta ng dagat yung isda, yung kanilang mga anak, no? Or sprawn. Fish, they live in the salt water, but sprawn fresh water called the anadromous. The anadromous. Okay? Yung mga isdang mga isda na nabubuhay sa fresh water, o yung mga spawn na nabubuhay sa fresh water, ang tawag daw doon is anadromous. Shad and Arctic char are two of the best example. Shark, a shad and Arctic char. Okay, are two other examples of anadromous fish. On the other hand, fish, they live freshwater but swim downstream to spawn in the ocean called the catadromus. Catadromus. Like for example, eel is example of catadromus. Okay, so nag-start siya with downstream water. Ibig sabihin, spring, no, fresh water yan, and then it will go to a ocean, no? It will pass into ocean. So kaya ang tawag sa kanya is catadromus fish. Okay, the saltwater fish are popular in commercial kitchen, ulit na naman. So example natin like silverdole, halibut, turbot. And those are the saltwater fish. Arctic char, black sea bass, bluefish. Okay, for the Chilean sea bass, as you can see, para siyang bangus, no? Pero ang sea bass kasi ano siya, para siyang tilapia na walang katinik-tinik, ganun. O kaya ano ba yung isdang walang katinik-tinik? O, pwede na yung tilapia, pero mas walang tinik itong sea bass. Parang dory, yan, dory. Then we have here the cod, no? Escolar, yung grouper, yung herring, yung jack. You can see that in the in the Neo. The John Dory, which is the sardines, no? When we have here the mackerel, the Spanish mackerel, the Boston mackerel, parang galunggong. Then we have here the mahi-mahi, the monkfish, ocean perch, orange roughy, pampano. Ayan yung madalas na ngayon na nakikita nyo sa sa supermarket, no, sa palengke. Marami na kayo makikita diyang pampano, no? Mga frozen pampano yan is na galing sa ibang especially galing siya ng China ngayon. So some of pampano are expensive, pero ngayon mura na ang pampano. Then we have here the porgy, red mullier, red snapper, which is the maya-maya, salmon, and the sardines. We have here the tiger fish, tuna, wahoo or ono, wick fish, whiting fish, freshwater fish or the catfish, which is the hito, no? And we have here the eel, perch, pike, tilapia. We have here the trot, whitefish, which is somehow related to bangus, no? Yun yung iba-ibang mga isda na available sa market. What are shellfish? Shellfish. Okay, shellfish are not specific type of fish, but are rather a category to classify the spinless and invertebrate with an exskeleton that lives in the water. The sea creatures have been harvested and consumed throughout the history for their delicious taste, soft texture, and strong flavor. There are two main types of shellfish. We have the crustaceans and the molluscan. Let's start with the crustaceans. No, crustaceans are hard in their outer part and soft in their inner part. May tawag po ulit. Wait lang po. Hello, Ma'am Sha. Back. Ayan, I'm back. No. Ang dami kong commercial. Wait lang. Okay, so I think mamaya natin ito, sorry, ituloy natin to mamaya, no? Magka-lunch na kasi tayo, no? Ituloy natin tong crustaceans later, then we will proceed to another topic later part. Okay, so can I ask everyone to turn on their cameras, no? To have a picture. Ayan. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so can I ask everyone to smile? In 3, 2, 1, smile. Ayan, so si Sir Jeff natutulog pa. Ayan, so yun lang naman. Kita ulit tayo mamaya. Same link pa rin tayo for 3 p.m. class. Okay? See you everyone later. Bye!
Salamat po.
Salamat.